Neski's turn to pick.
Oh, it's great.
Really
It's
likes
like
to
game
play.
pick. Yeah.
I think you want a hero that is good, right?
Yeah.
And then you also have 2 stuns on Chaos.
Oh yeah, dude. Raging Potato, Mirana, Ogre off, Warlock 5. You storm here. I think that's
Chaos
maybe
Esports turn to
swap it if you like, but
I was like thinking it's like a elusive hero like Slark might work too. I also just wasn't a huge fan of Slark because of AA, but at the end of the day, you are very good against the core map. Most of the time, lifestealers end up going like second item halberd though. Like not dispel. That usually.
10 seconds.
What about this hero
remaining.
before the Slark Warlock? We haven't casted a game with it yet, and I thought it was a
5
pretty popular. It's a big
seconds
team
remaining.
fighter. Is it just too cooldown reliant and kind of bad? And
Warlock?
yeah,
Yeah.
Warlock.
I think Warlock, I've said this a lot, but the Fatal Bonds are the true ultimate. That people, it's just a TI hero. You know, that big AoE ultimate, BKB pierce stun. Good laner nowadays, because safe laners are having a tough time often again.
Heal and pull.
Yeah, he's heal and pull.
Fatal bonds occasionally.
The one thing I'll say about
Neski's
Warlock as a
turn
hero
to
is
bat.
a lot of teams have light stun whenever we don't like their. With every hero in the game.
Turn
It
to
was,
pick.
they
Chaos
had Kunkka,
Esports
Ench,
turn to pick.
Ogre, Warlock.
Oh,
I love that
yeah.
because you have all this beef. Like Warlock, you cast your spells no problem. ESF.
We got
is
Swagger
another
Fiend.
great hero to get buffed up by the Ogre.
Probably does he go like the Blink Yules, or you think he's just gonna go like the Drums BK?
he used to. I mean, Moon was he was a big Yules
10
guy, but I have no
seconds
clue.
remaining.
Obviously, it depends on the game, right?
You definitely
Suppose.
want a faster BK.
5
Just because
seconds
if you're
remaining.
look at Chaos. The 3-4-5 were you discussing what they wanted to do? If you're playing against a BKB, they're actually all worthless.
What is Matoma Man's hero? Do they have Brood in the?
No,
it's got
first,
second
ban.
I mean, can't TA. Really can't use sniper.
Yeah, I was thinking. Could you go?
What were you gonna say?
No, it's just.
I want to hear it.
I was gonna say Ricky because it's smart. But like,
That's the kind of creativity.
Dude, hey, you want him to do something different?
Ricky, I'm saying
That fit.
Ricky Mid's been seeing a lot of play, and
Yeah, and it's Alchemist, and you know what the world's
We
doing
now
now.
select
okay, so
Odie?
that's the hard counter to start. that I talked about, so-
You have the Sand King, the OD, and whatever.
There's
Ruby
no
pulls.
power push. There's no physical damage part. It's gonna. I'm glad it's a Matuma Man lifestealer though. I was kind of hoping that more of him on one and VT Faded mid. The problem is that VT Faded's hero pool limited. He's a young kid, right? He hasn't had the time to develop.
Even with like Gunner here, he'll admit he's very limited. If you're younger, you're trying to build your MMR so you get noticed, and the best way is to play heroes very well.
I wouldn't mind if they start doing this. You do need to switch it up. Whatever they do. So this is a nice little change play style that they're going for.
I like the. It's just so simple. We discussed a lot about OG and the
Prepare
but
for battle.
I think these damage steroids, damage amp production, way more valuable than credit for. Picked so often. Warlock and his because of Fatal Bonds is another. lot of naturals into it. Slark, I said, they get ahead. Like, it's so easy for them to just completely take over a game. Chaos, my problem with this draft is that I don't see the win. I look at this and I think, okay, what's Chaos looking to do?
yes,
What's their
very
timing? What's the
nice.
power spike? They don't really have the ability to kill Roche or objectives.
I was gonna say
easily.
Roche is
It's
a big
like,
deal.
it's just play better than your opponent. Obviously outplay them. And I've always felt that the team that play worse, still win, has the edge. And that's what it feels like for Minetti.
We do a quick pause here for the players. And on the other side, so this Shadow Fiend, what's his plan? Is he still just, I'm going to push it middle, I'm going to farm jungle, or do you move around a little bit more nowadays with your middle SF? Not really, right?
When you have reliable stuns, I think it's good. So you have like, you know,
And I think
Piranha.
either Ogre or SF is good, but I love the idea of Shadow Fiend Road. That a couple of times played it. The exact combo of heroes. That's what they did as well, because you find that kill very easily. Double raise, and then you have a bloodlust buff SF just starting to hit tower, and then he
30
can start playing
seconds to
enemy.
It's just a very efficient
Yeah,
rotation.
the best form if you want to just go up to the top dire shrine. This area of the
Oh,
map
no, I
is where
can
SF
trust you
wants to be
guys.
playing. If you can open that up by the 10-minute mark, all of a sudden, like the top bounty, the top rune, SF, and this is the richest part of the map in Dota for Shadow Fiend.
4K.
For the first 15 minutes of the game, I, as a Slark player, am like, I'm unkillable. Like, I actually really like playing Slark in this
The
game. Not
battle
because, like, I do
begins.
hate playing Slark in OD. That matchup really sucks. But in this specific game, I'm like, for the first 15, 20 minutes of the game, I'm actually pretty unkillable. They have AOD, like these theoretical counters, but they don't really have this, like, reliable chain of events that sets up kill. Be later on 5-man engagements that are good. So I think Mineski's going to have to this, like, 20-minute massive power spike.
They do have to be careful about taking fights without BK. Chaos finds initiate.
Absolutely, yeah.
A hero will die, and then they can find hole and they disable. And low cooldown on all.
Fatal Bond you talked about already getting thrown on the lane. And I want to say, it looks like, you know, the year of the Bassi is back. All 4 players, it seems they're pretty much starting with the Sage's Mask now and just getting that Bassi. Both teams this game doing the same thing. Are you guys back? I know, Kyle, you were one of the biggest. You love those little buffs, right? You guys were the casual buckler guys back in the day.
I remember a game AA. I had no Buckler, Sassy, someone else had a flag.
And you're just having a great time.
Oh yeah, it's about gold efficiency, right?
Yeah.
I think something else to be said about the way Dota has changed over the past years because of the slot, the addition of the backpack, a lot of items that you more effective slot efficient lost their place because all of a sudden you didn't necessarily need that soul ring, right? Because you have 3 clarities in your backpack, and it's changed what the power level dramatically shifts. Like why you know DM fell off for a while because you don't need the aura, right? You've got clarity.
And looks like the silver is going a little bit different as well. Well, there's going to be the arrow flying. Mattelman is in a little bit of trouble right now. Doesn't have the range, but I don't even know if that'll do anything. He's going to get right click down this ogre. For this hero, we have seen it a lot. And you can't trade hits with this hero anymore. It's just too strong. Look at this. 10 armor with the Bassi. 63 base damage. Doesn't even have the Orb of Venom this game. Actually has a Quelling Blade.
I mean, this
Yeah.
Mineski's already so far ahead.
Scary. Look at this. They actually he eats the mango, fakes out the stun, maybe trying to bait a rage.
I think he actually was trying to stun Misery Fog. Because if he stun Misery there, I'm pretty sure he dies.
Already level 3, level 2 stun coming out. Little increase in damage, doubles it actually.
Just a little bit.
Well, Moon, what is it? 14-5 middle, currently against VT Faded, who's 11-0. So not doing terrible, but still, you don't want to fall behind to an SF. You can go to the jungle and farm a little bit quicker than you.
I just never feel good in the mid lane when it's a carry player against one of the most mechanically skilled. Like, I don't care if you're a carry player that can pretty well play the mid lane. You're just not going to play it nearly as well as the guy who's played 100 mid games in the last week.
And this is like, I'd say one of the more skill-based matchups in Dota. I favor SF, but I know there are certain players that feel very confident on the DoD. But if you're the better player on the Shadow Fiend, like, you will crush the whole.
Just continue. There's a range creep deny. Always feels pretty bad. That has to be one of the worst feelings in the world.
Every single.
Is it? All right, well, we'll watch it. Let's see.
He's
There it
got
is.
all 4 denies. That's
19 and 9.
yeah.
There's a scary double wraith band already. Could get boots if he wants. Oh, gets range creep denied on himself under the tower. And now I see pings on both lanes, actually, top and bottom. Let's see who wants to do something here. Orb of Venom actually on the life. So you like the Orb of Venom on the life stealer, BSJ?
No, because you're not winning them. I'm person out fan. Like I feel like you buy Venom because you want to be like super aggressive in lane.
And you just can't trade hits with an ogre, right?
You're not. Not only because you can't trade hits, but like you have an AA support. Have support that's
I'd
gonna make
rather
you
a
kill people.
casual ring of protection.
Yeah. Like I'd rather have all the items I'm buying in this lane are how can I minimize how much damage I take while I'm hitting creep. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do. Like you can trade hits with the ogre like you're doing, like he is doing a bit, but you're not doing it with the intent of bullying the ogre. You're just making him have to expend a bit of regen because if you don't hit him back, he'll just.
And there was a ward middle, so he knows that Raging Potato is here, has the rune, and just sitting around. Will avoid the gank. Kezu, level 4. As the range up on the same team will continue to cut the wave. Oh, top lane. KP, they actually do bring him down. Hard to
Thanks
me.
to that Orb of Venom, right, BSJ?
Yep, that's the perfect item.
It's great on a life stealer in the same thing. You have that chasing power.
Honestly, it worked out, so I'm man's the TI winner.
The price of
Should be the rune. Oh, actually gonna lead back up. They're giving it double Starstorm. It is only level 1, but there's the lead. Wants to shoot the arrow. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fakes it out for repeat time. Oh, I love it. There's no angle it felt like. You could really get away from that misery. They'll get brought down.
It was weird though. Raging Potato had an arcane rune and was using it to arrow jungle creep, so that's why the ogre was like alone
Yeah.
and dead. Which to me, I don't really feel like should happen. So I
Play a
guess-
little safer.
Yeah, it's just weird to me because I make the prediction like you shouldn't really go over Venom. You're not gonna kill this ogre.
Oh, OD. Super low middle. Pops another health potion.
Top
Bottom
is
as well.
getting
Whoa.
Radiant
Ogre.
structures
Yep.
are
And
fortified.
look at this. Yep. The traded hits. Level 4 versus level 5, though. Does have level 3 in that beast.
Stun off here. Raging Potato is waiting with the arrow.
There it is. Will it hit in time? It sure as hell does. And there it goes. Raging Potato picks up that kill. And you said, I mean, we've seen this lane a lot, right? I think TNC actually played it a few times. If you're just dead,
I
you
love
get
it.
stunned.
It's the dream. It's exactly what we want to do. The ogre can start getting aggro, and the Mirana eventually like, takes the lane, starts shoving creeps. Plus, you have kill potential.
And it feels good. Yeah, you just thought about it. Just get out of here, Ogre. I'm going to farm. I'm going to get whatever I want. Bottom lane. Something's going on. It looks like Nico maybe actually taking a ton of damage there. But we'll be able to make it out. Not quite level 6, so can't just hide and get that regen.
Does have a warlock, also has a shrine if he needs it.
Crazy going
The
on.
thing is, a Slark eventually becomes independent in this lane. Like, there's certain matchups where if you're against like an Axe or a Legion, you're kind of like always under threat as Slark. But once you hit 6, like you are independent at that point. It makes it easier for the rest of your team to play.
Well, damn, Charles, I don't think you're making out of here, Raging Potato. One more right click. It will be a Matoma, and that's a 1v2 kill. Misery wasn't even up there.
That over Venom, man. Kyle claimed it, and I said,
It's the greatest thing of all time.
It's these little items that just really make or break the carry roll.
And all of a sudden, this top lane, we're finally seeing possibly the Ogre counter. Matamba Man on Lifestealer. Bottom. Nico, baby, once again, they try to block that lead.
He's gonna have 6 from this creep. And it does.
He's trying. He almost goes down going for it, but
Fading. He has
pick it up.
7 stick charges. That was honestly a little close for my liking, but you know.
He's just hiding. Bring the CS over. I still want it.
The level 1 buff to this Slark ulti.
How much was
It
it?
went from 3%
3 to
to 5, yeah. So you go from 33
huge.
seconds to 1 to get full health back.
They nerfed it for a bit, right? Wasn't
They
it like
nerfed
that?
his cooldown.
Okay.
Like they used to have a percentage. Yeah, they never nerfed the percentage. The percentage was the same since the dawn of time.
Yeah. But they also increase base health.
Yeah. It's like 3.5 now.
Well, we do see the shrine up there from VT Fade just trying to farm it. Raging Potato just running a few circles. There will be a ward placed down. We'll see the OD.
Is under
Yeah.
attack.
I was actually talking to Icefrog, or Bruno, about it.
Yeah.
Said they really like these little tweaks, little quality
bombs and kill the AA. And
I actually really like it. To your point, you already mentioned how OD can really annoy a Slark. And I'd much rather Nico Baby get the Midas, which would then allow him to play more conservatively without handicapping his ability to increase in net worth. Because you just aren't going to be a hero in the mid game no matter what you buy.
okay.
You need Sky, you need BKB, and then you'll start taking over.
And already the first tower goes down. It's Moon taking that middle tower right before the 10-minute mark, so they can fight for this rune. Kezu will have to stun out. Now, we'll see if they want to fight for their own rune. We'll have stun up again. We actually have a lift. They're chasing. Arrow will fly, but won't hit. Moon's gonna TP top. They want to fight for this rune possibly instead. Now Atonement clicking. There's gonna be the first. There's gonna be a double raid. He's just gonna right click. Now rune will get scooped up. Atonement
another nuke.
two more. Shanks will just throw the nuke. Gets the
That
kill.
was a sick TP. Like he just shows bottom and then like instantly TPs knowing that they're not gonna get the kill.
Not just that, but he also medium into short, and then saves the long nuke, knowing that that'll be the one who'll be able to finish the at the top of managed range dissipates. That's sick. A more inexperienced player would go like long medium and then just not find the kill.
Everything coming up Mineski once more. 2K lead right now. Milan trying to farm that level 6 on Rubik. Wants to be able to possibly steal that rock eventually. And it feels like this OD can do a little bit of damage if there's some lockdown. Triple null plus treads, and they are going to smoke up
Dire
top.
structures are fortified.
A here as well. Level 6, so they've got that burst.
Vanish.
But we're vanishing. The shadows will take us. See, they're going to meet up. They don't actually know. There we go. They see him. Vale gets picked up. Did he have boots this time? He did buy boots first. That's been both games, right? He was 2,000 ahead on the Lina as well last game. Moon, he's showing he is a great mid player.
I actually like this choice too, going from Yasha first. More move speed, really nice when you have the bonus from the Ogre Bloodlust as well.
You're going to be attacking and moving so damn quick.
Is this a Yasha BKB SNY or like what do you? No, just a casual Yasha.
Sanjin Yasha's okay, but I think Yasha BKB.
Yeah, I was
You
thinking
just
like
need
back to the-
BKB.
Oh, they were trying to go for the stun top, but it did manage to range. Probably would have died there because he has the triple raise. Does have the Midas on the ogre.
Dire's
I
Didn't
top
get the
tower
multi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe he did.
He did. And look at
You
this.
talked about
Radiant's
this,
bottom
Kyle.
tower is under attack.
0.6 attack
Dire's top tower
already.
is fortified.
And this is getting scary. 4K lead. They're just moving around the map. They know what they want to do. OD looking for the 12-minute rune. It
Radiant's
will be
middle
bottom. It's a
tower
double
is under
damage.
attack.
Mattelman, the only one who can really run through. Here comes another AA blast. Where they go? Looks like bottom again, which they were trying to dive, but
Like you're able to be independent.
Yeah,
And
and
switch teams.
well,
that's a really
annoying.
good point. If that's an LC or that's an axe, he's dead.
Yeah, and then what happened there was they went for the Burrow Strike.
Dire's
Noticed he
top
didn't have
tower
like the
is
Dark Pack
under
go off, so he
attack.
lifted. But what happened was the Dark Pack was queued like a millisecond before the Burrow Strike, so it took the entire duration off.
TP in. They're looking for one. Milan. Can he get a lift on anyone? It's only level 1. Does have the max out Dark Pack, so some burst damage, but looks like everyone might get out. KP with the TP. It's going to be close. Kezu won't be able to find him.
And since they rotated so many heroes top, Moon instantly TV spot was like, well, this is a nice tower. I'm
Dude.
I'm not bloodlusted, but he is
And
going to
that's-
be
Structures
I
are
can't tell you how
fortified.
important it is.
Dire's
Awareness of
bottom
where
tower
you
is
need
under
to
attack.
TP to is something that a lot of cores struggle with. You see sometimes like mid players going all the way back to base instead of their tier 1. Same with offlaners.
Dire
Moon
are
could have
scanning.
gone to Shrine and just farmed. Instead, he's
Radiant's
immediately
middle tower
beating
is
into a
under
tier 1.
attack.
And it's now easy for his Tully
Dire's
to
bottom
rotate a bit
tower
later,
is under
but now
attack.
they're here helping him secure the objective.
Yeah, and now you're forcing this awkward smoke from Chaos. That feels so forced because they
Warlock
just
Golem active
yep.
as well.
And it won't actually hit on anyone, but Ninja Boogie will go down.
That's a tower for 4 heroes that just killed a Warlock.
Yep,
And
and
where's
with
Moon?
Yep,
It's Nico,
yep.
baby, actually heading top here.
It's so good. And Matumba Man now left on an island has infest, but
This is a
is
pretty
popped.
tough kill, isn't it?
Script, do you remember? All right, nobody in this cast knows what happened to Troll. Just gone MIA. It's just missing in action here at the international.
I don't know.
I mean,
so portion of it is
okay.
The-
Search and Troll.
yeah,
They nerfed decent amount of. Oh, okay.
it's just
Prepare for battle.
I'm trying to give Script some room. Looks like TNC is going to be setting up with an aggro tri-lane. I was very happy just chilling out in the middle, just watching Script.
a good op. Well, I'll just watch.
So they're going to aggro tri-lane into Juggernaut, and Sand King's going to have the 1v1 against Enchantress,
30
which I
seconds
believe
to
I
battle.
said in the drafting phase.
Why'd you slap
Did
me?
I not say that, Bliss?
Stop hitting me. Abuse.
In which case, Newbee are going to dodge that matchup.
What do you want?
except for in a cast, because if I do all the good work, then it's a
The
solo cast.
battle begins.
That's fine. Better than per.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding, man. I
Don't
didn't
do
actually
that
watch
to
it.
poor-
I love Gunner. Come on, give Gunner
Yeah,
a break.
by the way, guys, like Gunner is literally just like volunteered for extra work, much like Scriff here. You know,
He should.
he's
I'm sorry that your ex-person didn't get in, but he got an invite and he best that he can. Bad if you
don't be mean.
to us all you want.
Yeah,
Like I don't care if you guys.
you
swing
can
cat.
blame us for that.
And I'm like
We didn't do anything, but it
I'm
was,
like-
you know.
I'm Lumi. Fathered in.
Yeah.
I'm at all your TIs. You're not getting rid of me,
So that means you could be the lightning rod.
dude. I've been.
I want to see 10 Reddit threads about Blitz Dota right now.
I've always been. But like, you need to get by. You know.
all you have to do is be good enough, you know?
I've made a career off of like being okay.
Hey, me and you both.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured there's no way Valve can invite me if I'm a pretty good analyst, a pretty good panel, a pretty good commentator, a pretty good host. I'm gonna fit in somewhere, right?
Yeah. Dakota?
Where's Dakota at?
That's true.
There's the other man of
Dude.
that man is the first man to now be a part of the production side
Yeah.
of TI as well
a
as the
great
talent
producer.
side.
Just say every time Toby does, like I just don't gotta go on the job market for another. Script's trying not to laugh right now because messed up joke to make. Because
Yeah, why are you laughing at that, Scriff? Come on.
Yeah, we're friendly. Don't worry. No.
Okay, Kuko's gonna go for the instant TP away because he did go for Caustic Finale level 1. That's a quick thinking play there from Kuko.
Caustic?
Well, not the Caustic play so much as the TP.
Caustic play, I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if
Let me,
that's a thing
Let me just
at all.
hard reset on that one, Cuckoo. Oh, he's not going Sand, which is the main thing that most Sand Kings do.
Maybe it's because of the matchup against Juggernaut. Oh, they're gonna switch lanes again.
I mean, you're not gonna beat the Jug in lane anyway, so what's the point of it, right?
They're gonna be able to pull him in, get the Burrow Strike kill onto Snake King as he runs into another Bramble. That actually got him killed, I think. First blood goes to Cuckoo.
Strikes the perfect note.
They can try and swap lanes if they want to now.
This is the best part about Chen, by the way. That's how he's able to do this, and the guess on a CCC. He had a double pop self. Oh, Armel, he's mad from last game.
Yeah.
This is his revenge.
Who's like, why don't you just 1v1 me like a real man? You had to result to cheese. That's how they won the mid lane matchup, right?
Dude.
Imprisonment arrow.
I think he wanted the one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's like, give me CCNC.
And now he's trying to establish dominance. And look at that, 16-9 against the 5-0 of Ember Spirit.
CCNC.
CNC is definitely getting dumpstered in CS, but you did say like
Game state is fine.
game state is fine for Ember. Like
Trust.
overall, he will do well against Lina. It's just the laning phase is going to be a little bit of a sticking.
I mean, that's always like an Ember thing, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Ember used to lane against Monkey.
Uh-huh.
You knew that the lane was going to be absolute hell,
Yeah.
but you also knew that eventually he was going to recover.
Slight to be able to dodge the LSA. Another healing salve being blown. He's just ferrying so much regen into that lane.
Let me say, by the way, it always feels good to play Mag again.
Because like an easier skewer back.
I mean, eventually you're going to get an RP, right?
Yeah.
It's just how it kind of works. The more melee cores there are, the better opportunity you'll have as the game goes.
Sure.
I think that's the main thing. So when you see the Sven, you feel okay because you know, like, I'm going to RP this dude.
Yeah. I can control him.
Whereas, like,
But
it's
just like the Primal Roar against the BKB PA, it's
Yeah.
like, I will have a BKB piercing disable to control Sven.
it's different than, like, for example, sometimes you have to play Mag against, like, all range heroes that have, like, and half of them have some escape ability.
Yeah.
Then it's really tilting. It's just hard to, like, get anything going, and then you look really bad.
Dude, look at this. This is like the 5th salve that CCNC has brought to this lane. Can I do the net worth? I'm just curious. Dude, 830 net worth on salves. Everybody. This is a 4 Ember Spirit right now. 11 CS. He's almost blown a salve for every 2 CS he's gotten.
I mean, he pretty much has.
That is... Holy crap. Armel is pissed off, dude.
Good, he needs to be.
Dude, he needs to be after that last game. Like, he's got to get something going for him. And he's going to rotate over to make sure they get the bounty runes. That's 3 for TNC. I think they got 3 out of the 4 of the first ones as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not mistaken. Tim's trying to get some sort of ancient deny or something. CNC is here. Gonna have to try and throw out the brambles and get away, but he's just gonna be pulled back with the shockwave. And CNC who really needed the last hit on that kill.
Old Alex Honnold.
Dire's middle
For those
tower
of you
is
who
under
don't know,
attack.
CNC was a big fan of that. Was it free
solo?
Free solo. About the rock climbing.
He's had that name for like a year now.
Yeah.
Bottom. You
They're
are
gonna
going to
try
be
to go for
careful
the burrow
here.
strike. He already got off the healing ward, but he do manage to kill the healing ward, doing a lot of damage with these Chen creeps. But Yawar, really cool play, eating through those trees like that, and just barely lives as a result. Cuckoo needs another 2 seconds to be able to get the burrow strike up. MSS has spotted him. Can they actually bring him down? Then maybe he turns.
And
He's
during
not
that
gonna burrow
time,
strike up MSS, but Armel killing CNC.
oh man,
He got rooted. And they killed him before level 6. Now Armel's going to have level 7 before CNC picks up his ultimate.
still on track for what an Ember game looks like, I would say. Although mid lane, he's got to be careful here.
He does manage to get his level 6 after he just barrels through and kills a bunch of creeps.
Just gonna run down now. Still has another observer ward too. Took them both off the courier, it looks like. Asking his team, what do you guys want this one?
AU being chased around by MSS right now.
I love that
Who's
Trent set, by the
slowly
way.
burning MSS of mana with the Mana Stealer. Which is a bit of a misnomer. He doesn't actually steal the mana. He just burns it.
Could have just said mana burner.
Yeah. Yeah, Valve. Rotation up to the top lane. CCNC, he wants to, or excuse me, Armel, he wants to be able to kill Snake King's Enchantress, blow him up with a Laguna Blade, and try and go for a push. But sadly, it seems Snake King is a bit wise to this. He's playing quite passive, far to the left-hand side.
Dire's middle tower
It's
is
pretty
under
clear
attack.
there is a missing hero in the mid lane. Still though, even if the mid lane's gone terribly, the two side lanes for Newbee have been doing okay for themselves. Juggernaut is second in the net worth right now, and the Enchantress is actually slightly ahead of the Sven. And he's going to be working towards a fast
Radiant's middle
minus, it
tower
looks
is
like.
under
Snake
attack.
King is going to be going a bit greedy.
I haven't seen this build on Ench yet.
No, I haven't.
Most of the time, people go completely different builds.
Yeah,
Maybe this is a reaction towards how his Ember's doing.
yeah.
I could see that.
He thinks to himself like he's going to have to do more of the damage late game carrying.
Yeah. He's like, maybe if I have a bit of a better game, it'll take pressure off my Ember.
Tim's tries to hit the ramble after the LSA. Doesn't actually land it. Cuckoo trying to throw a strike away from the spin, but you are now that he's outside of the sandstorm. It's so easy to get an Omni Slash on him. Bring down the Sand King, and thanks to the Empower, go back to farm. Oh, no. This is going to be one of those dangerous things, is that a Juggernaut, thanks to the Empower, he has that steroid to be able to keep up in net worth with the Sven. And in fact, he's 1,000 gold ahead of that Sven right now. Who Gabby is going to stack up for himself as a nice big hard camp stack. We're going to watch him farm that up. It does mean that Snake King has the free lane at top right now. And AU, this is a little cute play. He's actually cutting the creep wave, so it's not like Snake King has a chance to pressure the tower while the Sven is away. I've never seen that before. It's kind of interesting.
Do you play Chen?
Denied.
Maybe that's why not.
I mean, have you ever seen that?
No,
Like
not
the safe
really.
laner leaves the lane and a support cuts the off lane to prevent the tower from being pressured.
It is a cool play. I don't disagree with you. But Chen's like sort of unique in his ability to do that as a support. So
No
that's what I
other
meant.
support's going to be able
I've
to
seen
do
people
something
like
that.
drag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, nice smoke play to be able to dodge that last impetus shot.
I actually think that's worth to not die
Sure.
in that situation. Like, I think that the gold trade-off actually sort of works in here. Although I guess the argument to be made against that is like smokes are more valuable because of the potential resource that you gain.
Yeah. I mean, that's a 10-minute cooldown. So.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen plenty of game-winning smokes. I'm really feeling like TNC is going to look a lot better for this game. Even, excusing the whole Armel looks just a lot better in his mid lane stuff. The not having that vision advantage, Newbee seem to be really smart about how they play with the Beastmaster. So, Snaking with his pure damage is going to try and quickly address that siege wagon. Cuckoo is going to be gone on those CCNC. They want to be able to root out this Sand King. They have the sentry laid onto the trees. Cuckoo's trying to find it right now, but won't be able to get there in time as he gets skewered away and even RP'd by MSS.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Both teams trying to go for the trade-off of safe lane towers right now. TNC can do this without the Sven. It'll be nice because it means the Sven is just farming up the jungle this entire time, but I don't think
Dire's
UR's going to
top
allow it to
tower has
happen.
fallen.
He doesn't want to give it up for free.
And nor should he. They don't really have a BKB piercing disable. They don't have a good instant disable against him right now.
Part of the problem though is he's just gonna get out farmed. In terms of levels, especially because the CM has to just spend her entire time down here.
Yeah.
She's just soaking from the jug. Whereas
Yeah.
like Sven, already level 11. Compare
Yeah.
that to Yawar's level 7.
Dude, Juggernaut had a 1,000 net worth lead like 3-4 minutes ago. And now Gabby has a massive experience lead and a net worth lead, and he only just now picked up his Midas. So you can't even say it was the Midas's fault.
No, he's just being a little bit more efficient, and Sven's ability to farm that ancient stack so early.
From blaze
Plus, like, Jug versus the Sanking in lane. Like, if you notice, the Sanking felt fine, I think.
Yeah.
Overall speaking, like, he did die twice, but in that kind of situation, I think he's fine with dying as many times as he did.
Sure. Vlad's all ready for AU. This is a really farmed Chen.
Invisibility.
He's actually going to turn and fight CNC. No, God, he's losing this fight. Fortunately, he doesn't get hit by the Burrow Strike, but he is still controlled up enough that he dies. That, I mean, now it's CNC's
Dire's
turn
middle
to be,
tower
like,
is
tilted
under
because of a
attack.
bad laning phase and just out of his element, I guess.
He's trying to move in a little bit too much for things. He just doesn't have the farm cap, nor does he have the levels
Yeah.
to really go for any of these things. And
Radiant's middle
I mean,
tower
part of it
under
too is
attack.
look at how farmed this Chen is, by the way. He's level 8, he's got Hand of God, and he's got a Vlad's.
Yeah.
Do you think he's dying to CCNC if he runs into a solo?
No. Certainly
Almost
not.
definitely not. Like, but whereas if anybody runs into Gabby at this point, or even Armel, they're 100% dying.
Yeah.
He's almost got a Yule Scepter on himself. I think the Echo Saber is almost complete too on the Sven, yes. He decided to go Midas first, actually, which is why it's delayed. But it's also power leveling him like crazy. Whereas like Yawar is level 9 right now. He's desperately trying to get something going.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's almost like because he wasn't willing to, like, give up his safe lane like Sven was. You know, Sven just abandoned lane and was able to stack for himself and farm up neutrals at an incredibly fast rate. And Juggernaut just wasn't able / willing to do the same. Wanted to be able to keep his safe lane tower alive for a long time. But as you said, with Crystal Maiden soaking experience, it's a long way for the Mag can't hang around that part of the map the entire time just to empower a Juggernaut. There's going to be the Blink Dagger up on Sand King, so TNC might push a faster pace to this game because it's been a little slow on kills, 3-3 at 14 minutes in, but now they have the big initiator. Chen can move him around the map as well, as we're going to see that happen just here. If you Epicenter and Burrow Strike, that might be enough burst damage to bring down Snake King.
Snaking with this Midas build, not really the tankiest quite yet.
It's definitely enough with Tim's. He doesn't even have to precast Epicenter, I think. He could just go for it.
They're going to go for it.
He's going to try and get the precast. Blink. Oh, no.
no.
Dude, you have Tim's there.
Dude,
I
what?
don't think you need to precast the Epicenter.
You can just
burrow.
you can just Burrow Strike ult.
Yeah, just burrow. Tim's will hit the brambles.
This'll come in handy.
School given.
They will be able to get the... That's...
Dire's bottom tower is
That's
under
actually
attack.
fairly significant that they blew that.
Yeah.
They waited quite a bit into those tree lines.
That would have punished the Midas build for the Enchantress and slowed her down. But now he's actually keeping pace with Armel a bit, thanks to the Hand of Midas. Plus, Sand King kind of needed to kill like that. He's not been doing great when it comes to net worth.
Dire's structures are
Our Juggernaut
fortified.
has kind of caught up with
Radiant's
Gabby,
bottom
but at
tower
the same
is under
time,
attack.
they've also taken more towers, and Gabby is about to rectify that with his showing up at the bottom lane, but all of Newbee are going to come in and try and defend his safe lane tower. Sun going out.
Oh,
Sven's
look at the
actually
Sven.
taking
He's getting
so
ripped
much
apart.
damage from this pure damage. The impetus is too much for him to handle. Now, Armel, he's maybe feeling that mid-game against an Ember Spirit. Fortunately, Cuckoo was there to be able to bail him out instantly. An observer ward
Dude.
placed and dewarded.
That Sven got ripped apart. Gabby walked in all confident. He strutted in. You know, he did the Vince McMahon walk in.
Yeah. The
And he-
exaggerated arm swings.
Proceeded to blow out both his knees. Instantly, quads are gone. Snaking just like shot him.
Dude, that feels so terrible when you've been farming jungle for a first time and you're like, I have my timing. You just kind of like misread the game in a way.
Yeah.
And you're like, my timing is now, guys, we can do stuff, and you just instantly die.
I mean,
and
the
you're
two
like,
worst
okay.
parts are like A, that happening, and B, the fact that his Midas has been on cooldown now.
Oh, no.
All it's going to teach him is I should have never left the jungle. And because of that, the Jug is kind of caught up a little bit. Not like
Yeah.
quite, but when it comes to at least levels, he's not in a bad position. And net worth, he's only 300 behind. Like,
Honestly, as soon as he left that safe lane and started farming up Ancients with Empower, like the Sven has been doing, he actually started catching up pretty fast. I did not expect Newbee versus TNC to be such a farm-heavy game.
I feel like aside from Secret, a lot of people, I think aside from Secret and Infamous, we've seen a lot of farm.
Yeah.
Aside from like the usual suspects, the teams that are doing well are playing really quick. For example, Secret, OG, Navi, and Infamous all played very fast Dota.
Yeah.
And as a result, like we got a good series. And the teams that, like VP, for example, I feel like are playing at a snail's pace compared to what they normally do. Somebody linked it to me lately. Their games have just been going on longer and longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's, I don't know what the problem is. Because TNC for me as well is like a very aggressive team, but you know, they have this sort of lineup where I feel like there is options to get aggressive, but for whatever reason, they're being relatively passive here. And in fact, it's Newbee does not have a pushing team. Let me tell you, they're still going for it. Like,
yeah. The dust missed Cuckoo there. He was just a bit too far away, and so it means the Slight didn't actually find the Sand King. Cuckoo successfully defends the mid tower. This is why I was talking about the Nyx Assassin in the draft, because it's so hard to push towers into this sandstorm. And Nyx Assassin was one of the solutions that many teams found. CCNC, what a sleight of fist, dodging the LSA. Then LSA would have led to Brambles, and then who knows what could have happened from there.
net worth though is still going pretty decently for TNC.
Oh yeah, I mean, as long as they continue to defend their towers, right? Sven will always, like, he has his own Empower. He doesn't need somebody else to help him farm.
That sounds so ridiculous to hear. He has his own Empower.
Yeah. 20-minute bounty runes are coming up. The Veil of Discord for Sang King. Significant upgrade in damage. So TNC, just the state of the game feels really nice for them, I think. We'll see whether or not it's not quite a single core Sven, but I kind of feel that way. We'll see how well he's able to handle his Newbee lineup. The CCNC is going to try. Oh, he gets bro struck. LSA kind of chaining that one a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Have more than enough damage. The throw CCNC's way to be able to burst him down. The God Strength activated by Gabby's. He just kind of struts forward, chasing back Newbee. No objectives to take from there, but good enough to be able to kill the mid laner by itself. And freezing field. He doesn't have a TP. That's on cooldown. Tim's is going to be saved by the Chen, actually, but he's still going to be able to chase him down. Chen tried to pull him back, but the damage was there to stop it. BKB is up for the Sven, by the way. He is coming online fast. He's ready to take more team fights. He had that early stumble, but honestly, they weren't punished for it too much because they didn't lose their mid tower. Cuckoo defended that well. And now Gabby. He'll be the one to try and protect. He has to be a little bit scared of snaking, though. That's his weakness. That's his kryptonite, is all that pure damage. It's going to get chained up. Staking, not even targeting Gabby. They want to be able to finish off that tower. They have the epicenter initiation with a burrow strike. That's going to be a lot of damage on a CCNC, and Luke going to play. It's going to be enough to finish him off. Cuckoo, he will die in return. The Navi Slash bouncing in. RP being attempted, now used as MSS locks down the Sven and lets his team be able to get away. Tim's does the same with the Terrorize. Oh,
it's going to
be able to catch Snaking. Thanks to that, Armel is going to start laying out some damage with the double damage, but Snaking, he wakes up fast enough to be able to get a little bit of distance away from Tim's. Only half the damage from that Bedlam goes out. The Old Scepter and LSA miss. Another stun coming in. He's actually so tanky with the combination of miss spells.
He's going to beat him back.
Stuns. He's fine.
He's actually going to beat him back. And another stun by Armel, who's hit like 4 in a row now, but will not lead to any further kills. You saw MSS there, had to commit the RP to that back line, was just trying to beat that Sven back. And CCNC, that was not successful for him. That's twice now where it felt like he just got caught back to back.
Yes.
He's trying to frontline for his team, play off
Yes.
the slight, just trying to overplay his hero. It almost feels like, but
They almost need to. Who are we
Radiant's
watching
bottom
that had
tower
the
is under
that the
attack.
off lane enchantress that frontline for people?
was it Seb?
Yeah. Seb did that
Yeah.
for OG. It almost feels like he's got to do that now. Like Ember Spirit should relinquish that role.
Radiant's bottom
Give that
tower
to the
is under
enchantress. We're gonna
attack.
watch Pylite die and quickly get bursted down on the Crystal Maiden. But this is a much bigger kill. An Invis Rune and a Shadow Blade. CNC hit by
He's
the
got him.
LSA. The Bramble's going to be there as well. That is a dead Ember Spirit. 3 deaths in 3 minutes.
Is that really how fast it's been?
I'm pretty close. I might
pretty
I might
close.
be exaggerating.
I like the alliteration. Sorry. 3 and 3.
Yeah, that looks about 3 minutes.
That is rough for CCNC.
Wait, he did die 3 times.
Yeah, I think so. Didn't he?
All the way back there? No, there's no way. Didn't he
Radiant's
die
bottom tower
on the
is under
rune
attack.
fight?
Oh yeah.
There it is. Yeah. There's a myth. I think there might be a missing event there on that graph. I'm so certain he died 3 times.
Radiant's bottom
Like
tower
very
is
short
under
period of
attack.
time. Because he died for the 20-minute bounty round.
It doesn't matter. It's all good, Austin.
Radiant are scanning.
Dota's wrong, not you.
3 deaths in 3 minutes for
Radiant's bottom
CC
tower
and
is
C
under
Ember
attack.
Spirit as we approach the 24th minute. He's going to try and go for a BKB next item because it's been a rough one for him. He needs that defensive item. I kind of understand why he feels like he needs a front line because of the Midas build of the Enchantress and how she specifically threatens the Sven. They want her to sit in the back line. They need that distance, but he just keeps
Oh
on
my
taking
God.
shots. Newbee, the rest of the team is going to be here. They have the RP, the Omni Slash on top of the Sven as well,
trying to
but they're so
split the damage.
tanky. They are going to be able to split that damage pretty nicely. And Gabby with God Strength and a BKB. There's going to be the buyback from both the Snaking as well as CCNC, but bye-bye, Pylite die. Now Gabby going to be chased by CCNC. Will be able to hit him with the chains, but can man fight him? Just has to slow him down and let Snaking do the real damage. Yawar will claim the kill. Gabby does fall, but it costs him 2 buybacks on 2 cores.
If CCNC somehow got right-clicked down again and just died, that would have been like the tilt of the century. As they're gonna walk into the Roshan pit right now,
Yep.
they want to take this. It's very easy with Enchantress. You can just tank it. Let Roshan hit her instead.
Oh yeah, between that and the healing ward, Enchantress will be full health.
Plus, they do have Epicenter, but without the Sven, I don't know how much they actually want to fight this. I feel like they should be a little bit reluctant here. But it looks like they're going to go for it anyways as the Sank is
Just
going to lay it out.
bold sandstorm, and then Burrow strikes to the other side of the cliff, so they can't really stop him.
Oh.
And they're going to have to choose to fight for this Roshan underneath the sandstorm, constantly taking this damage. And the healing ward, he's actually going to wear out. So no, the damage is going to be consistent. But Cuckoo's very low on this side here. He's going to Burrow strike back in. Can he actually get the Cuckoo? He steals the Aegis, and now are they going to be able to get out a 2-man LSA?
Oh.
Cuckoo's back in. Another
Ember's
round of
dead again.
sandstorm. Look at this Magnus. He's dead as well. And Yawar had to just leave the fight. He's been caught by the Bedlam. He's gonna mans up a Cuckoo, catches him again with the epicenter. Cuckoo comes in clutch. He just wins a massive fight for TNC, and TNC bows down, tipping Cuckoo for single-handedly winning them a massive fight. We're gonna watch that one again.
He just outclicks the hell out of him, and that just ruins any hope that Newbee has to win this as he stuns in. I actually think the Ember damage got that, made that worse.
Yeah, because he
CCNC
finished off
finished it off.
Roshan while Yawar was stunned. Yeah.
This has not been... of course he can't predict that. That's not really his fault, but it just kind of goes to show that things have snowballed in the worst possible direction for CCNC.
Yeah, it
Like,
really has.
Him going in there actually hurt their chances. Otherwise, they would have just killed him.
Yeah.
They would have killed Cuckoo and nothing taken for it as...
And Pilot is like, I can't defend, guys. So I'm just gonna run down a lane. And Tim's is like, you're not going anywhere.
I will take that kill. And he absolutely does. They are in such a good position right now. TNC up 11k. They are going to wrest back third place away from the hands of Newbee at this rate.
Radiant's bottom
a split
shrine
series
has
would still
fallen.
keep them a little bit ahead in the rankings. The Jug now has a Scotty, but I actually think he lacks for damage.
Yeah.
I don't
mean, he
think
had the
it's-
Scotty in the last fight too, and it
Yeah.
didn't look great.
I don't actually think this does anything against the Sven.
Agreed.
Part of the reason
Was there a better item for him?
I don't know, because part of the problem is like he doesn't
Radiant
really want to go
Ascend.
Mjolnir anymore, since the Sven has that BKB.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still just good for his hero.
Well, there's also magic resistance, or it's also a problem from the Chen, right? Because Ember has been neutered in his game and his counter
about-
of the Chen, right?
Oh, yeah, Chen XD. He's
Like-
got 3 of them.
CCNC has to, I think he has to start going into a physical damage build, but it's so hard when you're this far behind. He hasn't even finished up his BKB. He's not even close to his BKB.
What do you mean physical damage build, man? He got drums.
Yeah, that man's not thinking about damage in the slightest. He's just trying to think about surviving.
Radiant's top
Oh yeah, the
tower is
Chen
under
auras.
attack.
I forgot about those. I was like, why aren't they going Mjolnir's? Ah, wait.
Magic damage has been countered.
Great stuff.
There are 3 damages in the game, and Chen counters one of them. Armel, I think he assumes that someone like the Ember Spirit or Juggernaut is gonna push out the bottom lane. Nobody is, so Armel will do that instead.
14k lead. Much better game from TNC. Mainly because they just have heroes that can do stuff this time around.
Yeah.
Which sounds like weird, but last game...
Also, they had the better late game.
Yeah,
Like,
and they just have cores that can enable each other.
yeah.
It's not even about the better late game for me or whatever. It's just that I really felt like that PA was left out to dry, especially with the item builds that everyone decided to go.
Yeah.
Kunkka core versus Sand King core, like Sand King's just gonna deal more damage as a virtue of being alive, and having his own way of initiating. Like a Blink Sun's always just gonna feel better than
Then an X
Torrent at
done.
that point. Yeah. Like once the game starts to progress and everyone gets BKBs.
Especially since the OD was like directly there to counter the Kunkka.
Radiant's
the,
top tower
the
is
imprisonment.
under attack.
Yes, hard agree.
70-16, 30-minute bounty runes coming up. Newbie.
Plus, with MSS being Mag 4, I think Armel was like relishing the 1v1. He's like, I am going to get a 1v1. There's no way a Mag can really kill me unless I mess up.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
My thrift reward.
And then CCNC just bought like 4 salves.
A bounty which my matriarch will prize.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like, I've talked about regen making the difference. Like, if you look at the CS and you look at the net worth, there's a difference there. But I don't think I've ever seen, like, just such a clear picture of, like, oh, yeah, half of his net worth has gone to salves.
Mm-hmm. It sort of just told you, like, how the lane was going, too.
Yeah.
Part of it was that one time he double popped the salve just to be able to heal to full. Remember when Armel caught him? He just wasn't deep enough in the tree line.
Money to burn.
The advantage grows for TNC. This time it's their time to just relish in the slower game and just say, yeah, we have a hard carry who's getting bigger and bigger, and there's nothing you could do to stop him.
And there was that one time where he thought that, and then he got 4-shot by the bench. So let's
True.
slow it down a little bit.
They do have BKB on snaking, and he's close to level 3 impetus. He looks like Axe is just not a thing anymore for Enchantress. He's gonna go AC as his next item. Don't think I've seen too many Assault Cuirasses Enchantresses.
No, I mean this entire build this is a world first for me. The Midas into BKB Dragonlance. I don't even know what other hero would.
Guardian Greaves for the Chen, so now he counters some physical damage. You've got the Boots of Travel for the Sand King. You combine the fact that Chen can pull people around the map. Didn't really talk too much about that, but it was a bit of a factor. You get superior map control, and you start getting Boots of Travels. It feels like there's nowhere you can go that TNC can't 5-man.
Oh, that is a mood. Okay.
Who?
So instead of going for a Maelstrom, he just straight up went Moonshard. Because he's like, well, I won't get the magic damage, but I do need... He is correct that he needs the attack speed so badly for his ulti. Just the interaction between the hits in between the guaranteed ones that you get.
Yeah.
I think it's so important. That's why Mjolnir, for the most part, unless you're in this specific situation, you have to get.
Hey, CCNC got an item. BKB at 33 minutes is the second item. The funny part is that like CCNC's game got totally ruined, but Snake King had a great start. Picked up a hand of Midas, and they're actually even in net worth. Goes to show how this Enchantress is certainly fallen off as well. There was that brief shining moment where she killed that Sven, and it was like, damn, this Enchantress is going to be a beast. And
That was like 20 minutes ago now.
Nah.
That's when Cuckoo finally, or not Cuckoo, Gabby finally popped his head out, and he's like, what's going on, guys? Heard you need me? And then he died, and he was like, okay, never do that again for you.
Cuckoo is going to catch somebody, and it's going to be Pylai Die. You can force staff all you want, Pie. You're not getting out of here alive. And now 10 armor for the Sand King, so he is significantly tankier. Seeing that be a problem for them, he's going to make the initiation onto the Enchantress immediately. Go to Blade Shivas and just tons of burst damage. Oh, what an RP! Gabby, though, is still alive. The Omni Slash can actually do enough, though. They're so tanky. Cuckoo, who took most of the Omni Slashes, doesn't even come close to death. Between the 10 armor, the Guardian Greaves, and the Chen heals, it's too much. CCNC will try and drag him away, but the double damage Gabby overwhelms him. And that is going to be the game.
That was a funny death. He's just like, you know what? Add one to the list.
Yeah.
As he's going to go for it again.
No buybacks in many of these heroes. A fast initiation on CCNC with the terrorize. Follow up the stun. Sven, that's good enough. CCNC, how many deaths is that, Scriff?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under attack.
GG. 9 deaths.
9 deaths.
9 deaths in 35 minutes.
And he probably cost them the comeback Roche fight.
That man almost spent more time dead than alive in this game.
Let me say that was the roughest game that I've seen him have this tournament.
Yes.
And it was not. It did not. That was not a feels good, man.
No.
That was.
That's definitely what CCNC would say.
Oh boy. In the lane, he just kind of got the